Now, imagine this. You're sitting in a dark room. A strange sound comes from somewhere inside an abandoned house. The character slowly walks toward it. You already know it's a terrible idea. Your heart starts beating faster. Your palms become sweaty. Your muscles tense. And then something jumps out. For a split second, pure terror floods your body. And when the movie ends, you tell your friends how much you loved it. Which raises a very strange question. Why? Why would anyone voluntarily spend 2 hours feeling afraid? Fear is supposed to help us avoid danger. It's one of the most powerful survival mechanisms ever created. So why do millions of people, including myself, pay money to experience it? Why do we enjoy horror movies? As it turns out, the answer may reveal something surprising about how the human mind works. To understand horror movies, we first need to understand fear. Fear is ancient. Long before humans built cities or invented cinema, fear kept our ancestors alive. A rustling sound in the bushes, a strange movement in the darkness, a sudden scream. The brain evolved to react immediately. When danger appears, the body releases stress hormones. Heart rate increases, breathing changes, attention sharpens. Your entire system prepares for survival. This response is incredibly useful when facing a predator. But horror movies create something unusual. They trigger the fear system without the actual danger. Your brain experiences many of the sensations of fear while simultaneously knowing you're safe. And that combination turns out to be fascinating. Think about roller coasters. Most people don't ride them because they're comfortable. Obviously, they're not. They ride them because they're thrilling. Horror movies may work in a similar way. When you're watching a scary film, your body enters a state of heightened alertness. Everything feels more intense. Your senses become sharper. Your attention narrows. For a while, everyday worries disappear. You're no longer thinking about emails, deadlines, bills, tomorrow's problems. You're completely absorbed in the present moment. Ironically, fear can become a form of escape. And some researchers believe that's one reason horror is so enjoyable. It forces the mind to focus on one thing and one thing only: survival, even when survival isn't actually necessary. Fear alone isn't enough to explain horror's popularity. After all, nobody enjoys being genuinely terrified in real life. The secret may be what happens afterward. When a scary scene ends, the brain realizes, I'm okay. The danger wasn't real. The monster wasn't real. Nothing happened. Some psychologists call this benign masochism. People enjoy experiences that stimulate danger while remaining fundamentally safe. Spicy food, roller coasters, extreme sports, haunted houses, and horror movies. In each case, the brain gets to experience the excitement of threat without suffering the consequences. It's a way of practicing fear while staying protected. There's another reason horror fascinates us: curiosity. Humans are naturally drawn toward the unknown, the forbidden, the mysterious, the things hiding in the dark. Every culture throughout history has created monsters, ghost stories, demons, urban legends, creatures lurking beyond the edge of the campfire. Why? Because the unknown captures our attention. Our brains evolved to investigate potential threats. Ignoring a strange sound in the forest could be dangerous. Paying attention might save your life. Horror movies exploit this ancient instinct perfectly. They present mysteries we desperately want to understand. Even when part of us wants to look away, another part can't stop watching. Researchers discovered something interesting during the COVID-19 pandemic. People who regularly consumed horror movies often appeared more psychologically prepared for uncertainty and stressful situations. One theory is that horror provides a kind of mental simulation, a safe environment for rehearsing difficult emotions: fear, anxiety, helplessness, uncertainty. By repeatedly experiencing these feelings in fictional worlds, viewers may become more comfortable managing them in real life. In a strange way, horror can function like an emotional training ground, not because it teaches us how to fight monsters, but because it teaches us how to sit with fear. So, why do we enjoy horror movies? Because horror isn't really about monsters, or ghosts, or serial killers. At least, not primarily. At its core, horror is about fear itself. It allows us to experience danger without danger, to explore darkness while remaining safe, to confront uncertainty from the comfort of a couch. And perhaps that's why horror has existed for thousands of years in one form or another. The monsters change, the stories change, the technology changes, but the attraction remains. Because deep down, humans have always been fascinated by the things that scare them. Maybe fear isn't simply something we try to avoid. Maybe it's something we need to understand. And horror movies give us a rare opportunity to step into the darkness, face our fears, and emerge unharmed. Perhaps that's why the final scene of a horror movie feels so satisfying. Not because the monster is gone, thank God, but because we survived, even if it was only in our imagination.